So we're just perusing the log here, just to recall what we went through last time, because we got a lot of technical stuff dropped on us last time. If overwrite, direct transfer, overwrite removes memories, direct transfer recalls them. Overwrite involves a specific time frame. Removing memories, traumatic memories, that's the mainly thing. Direct transfer is what Adrian was philosophizing about to Oliver earlier, essentially. Feeling of, instead of, like, what's the difference between maintaining, like, true memories and focusing on your direct transfer log recall of certain memories. At what point does you recalling the logs of a certain time in your life, in Adrian's case, the earliest log point, what point do the memories of recalling those logs replace the memories themselves? Which is, you could really think of it as a way of time distorting your memories of a certain thing. There's always going to be certain things in the abstract transfer related thing where certain things evoke memory responses about things, but direct recall of memories of specific points in your life can easily be distorted over time, especially. Obviously, I can't speak for any sort of true like research on the matter, but the theory that I'm thinking of is just along the lines of the idea of the telephone game, of the more at what point do your childhood memories, and you no longer directly recall memories, rather you remember it as a distant time. Suppose there's a certain point in time when you have more recall over reminiscing about childhood memories than the actual memories themselves, I suppose. It's, I don't know, I might just be throwing a bunch of bullshit out there, but we have, we can't fake transfer memories out. We can't overwrite. We can overwrite memories, but we can't replace them with fake memories in return. Because your chip encodes memories in a way that only you can view and process. Which I suppose there also exists in a way that you can read off of the chip with your Neuralink with direct transfer, but you can't, like, reverse the process. Although then again, I don't know how much you can actually read off of it, and how much you just transfer off of it. But clearly you can read it off of it, because Noel can read, has access to all of our Neuralinks, all of our logs. So we're trying to figure out what this mystery room is that Noel opened up is. And we found data for Valerie and Adrian. So Oliver and Evelyn are going to shove Valerie and Adrian in the box, in these pods, and set them up to get those memories transferred back and recall them, and see what they can learn about Emilia in that time frame. Alright. And then there's a conversation that happens while we were dozing off. So, they look pretty asleep to me. Finally put the kids to bed. I'd rather you didn't say something like that. Despite being aware of the fact that they will see this thing. Despite being aware of the fact that they will see this on their logs after waking up. Right. Shit, I'll shut up. Good. The transfer should last for about 78 minutes. Damn, that long? Guess we're not going to meet again during this round, eh? I suppose not. Pity. Well, I guess that was kind of the plan anyways. What do you want to start with then? How about a change of scenery? Wouldn't you like to sit down as well? Right, good point. Well, let's get going. Ah, shit, fuck. Is everything alright? Are you hurt? Just hit my stupid head on the edge of the door. It's fine, I'll get over it. Come here, let me see. I said it's fine. How does it look? Well, I'm not sure. The lighting in this room is a bit too dim as well. Let's head over to the living room first, alright? Sure, that was the plan. Let's go then. This produces an interesting, thought here. Mainly the fact that Valerie and Adrian are the only ones with memories of Emilia. And they both kind of had similar vague memory dreams when they were first waking up here. Which means they were likely in these pods before they woke up in a bed of some sort. Which means Evelyn wouldn't have been, would she? Which makes me a little suspicious of Evelyn. Evelyn and Elizabeth are here to some degree as Neuralink employees. Are they just here to run the tech and get the memories from the other participants on the teams? How are they directly involved with Emilia? Other than having their lives on the line here. Anyways, we have a band to talk about. We have Sophie, Emilia, Adrian's friend group, so to speak. Alright. We don't have any direct log of this dream so far. So, hey, not bad. You always practicing? Hey, practicing here? Oh, sometimes. Sorry, I just heard music in from here and was wondering what's going on. Didn't mean to bother you. It's fine. I was done anyway. Perfect timing, though. Perfect timing, huh? Really, though, it was pretty good. What's that song called? I didn't think of a title yet. Think of a title? Wait a second. You wrote that yourself? I didn't even know you played an instrument in the first place. You tell me you write your own music. You write your own songs, too? How cool. Oh, it's not nearly as impressive as it seems. Anyone could play something as simple as this if they gave it a try, but thanks, I guess. Come on, don't you be so modest. It's rare to find anyone who still picks up a real instrument in the first place. Being able to play anything is more than impressive enough, if you ask me. Either way, whether it was difficult to play doesn't really have anything to do with how much I liked it, does it? I mean, you're not wrong. Sorry. Just didn't want you to expect too much of something. I don't know. Idiot. Oh yeah, Adrian, right? We never really talked despite being in the same year and all, huh? So Adrian and Sophie are in the same year. Yeah, I guess so. I just don't stand out that much, huh? That's what it is when you spend the breaks in here, huh? Oh, sorry, not that there's anything wrong with that, as long as you're happy with it. Yeah. Anyway, I got a class coming up. Gotta go for now. Okay. It was nice to talk to you, though. Would you mind if I stop by again? Huh? Sure. If you want to. Well then, see ya. Bye. Hey there, how's it going? Oh, hi. What's that look for? I told you I'd come by again. I mean, yeah, true. Well, here I am. A little sooner today, but I'll just sit quietly in the corner and read a bit, so don't let me stop you at all. Stop? I'm practicing, duh. Wait, you just want to sit there? Yeah. Thought you'd play something for me. Oh, I'll mostly just be playing the same song again. Perfect. was hoping I'd get the chance to hear the full thing this time. Alright, but if you say so, then just, give me a second. Damn, I only heard a bit of the ending last time, but you've gotten a whole lot better, haven't you? It sounded way more precise. Something like that. Dunno. I'm not an expert on music. I didn't practice much else since last time, after all, but thanks, I guess. Are you planning to actually record this as, like, a real song or something? At some point, maybe. I'm still working on lyrics. Not really making all that much progress, but if I ever get done, I might upload it somewhere. Wait, for real? Lyrics? You can sing as well? About as much as I can play the guitar, so no, but doesn't really matter. I'm just doing this for myself anyways. For fun and stuff. As long as you tell me once you've done. I'm excited to see what you've come up with. Oh. Sure. I'll do that. So... Oh, want me to leave for now? Can let you practice in peace if you'd like. Do whatever you want. You're not bothering me or anything. Yeah, glad to hear it. Well then, I'll just continue for now, but if you want to say something, then I'll do just that, don't worry. Okay. Oh. Adrian's own self-destructive attitude aside, I kind of get why he feels immediately... Why he's immediately in on, I don't want Sophie to die. As soon as he heard Sophie's name. She seems like an absolute sweetheart. Adrian, you said anyone could write something as simple as that, right? Yeah? Do you think you could teach me? If you feel like it? Wait, what? I thought it might be fun. I always wanted to play an instrument, but I don't know, I've never got around to it. This might be the best opportunity I'll ever get, you know? But, I mean, I barely know anything beyond the basics myself. I'm not sure if I'm the best choice for this. I don't care about that. Best case is we both learn something new. Worst case, well, I still won't know how to play the guitar. But, like, then I could at least prove you wrong about how anyone being able to write something like that. There really no pressure if you don't feel like it. I just thought it might be a cool thing to do. And stuff. I mean, as long as you're not expecting anything out of it, fine by me. At least you won't just be sitting around watching then. We saw brief shots of his parents during the last, big nightmares, that last nightmare sequence after he got choked into unconsciousness. Which makes me feel like that's where his whole attitude of, borderline complex of, don't expect anything from me. I guess you're right. And then he meets Sophie, who... When I say doesn't expect anything, you could read that in a good way and a bad way. She isn't expecting anything in a good way. Well, you want to start right away, or, sure. Damn, I can't believe how quickly you're improving. You're gonna catch up to me in no time. Well then quit slacking. How's your song coming along, anyhow? Decide on a title yet? No, not really. I'm just not really getting anywhere with it at the moment. Oh, huh. What's the matter? Oh no, just recently I can't seem to focus on the guitar all that much. How so? Too busy with studying? Yeah, I guess so. Sorry. Idiot, why are you apologizing? Sure, that sucks, but hey, at least you're already prepared for the exams. I haven't even thought about those. Wait, what? You're aware they're starting next month, right? Yeah, sure. In the end, I don't care about much. I don't care all that much about the results anyways. Well, it's not like I'm planning to go to uni or anything like that. But you already know what you want to do? More or less. Can you keep something to yourself? Didn't really tell many friends about it yet. Sure. I mean, who am I supposed to talk to anyway? Good point. Have you ever mentioned that I don't have a Neuralink? No, but I already heard that elsewhere. Is that how it is? Talking to people is too much to ask, but eavesdropping is fine, huh? No comment. Gotcha. Well, anyways, I'm not planning to change that. Ooh. Wait, you're gonna leave the zone? I know. It's much safer here, and I can continue to live my whole life without any worries and blah, blah, blah. But much more than any of that, I want to experience things, be free, and live life without a chip in my head. Sure, I understand that, but don't you worry, it's not a rash decision, I promise. I have some good friends that share a house and still have room for me. Went there a bunch of times already, and honestly, it's in a really safe area. The corporate might act like it's pure anarchy, as if pure anarchy reigns outside the zones, but trust me, that hasn't been the case in a long time. There are many beautiful places, much more beautiful than anything you'd find here. I believe you. No, really, it's alright, I was just surprised. Yeah, I guess that's why I guess I can't hold that against you. That's why I barely told anyone about it yet. Feels good to do so, though. Well, good thing I don't have any friends, huh? Exactly. Yeah. What are you doing here? Where's the guitar? That's, what people call studying. At least I call it that. Boo, boring. Obviously, not like I'm doing this for fun. Just really can't afford to mess up now. Aren't you like super smart anyway? I'm sure you'd ace the exams either way. I'm not smart enough to skip studying. My parents are gonna kill me if I... Wait, you even taken notes? For real? Isn't all that saved on your fancy chip thing anyway? I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just easier to organize my thoughts on paper and... Wait, why am I even explaining this to you? Where are your notes? If I bother with notes. Never have, never will. If I ever forget anything, it probably wasn't that interesting to begin with. Wait, never? So you don't have, like, a diary either? What? A diary? Do I seriously look like someone who'd keep a diary? No, I mean, thought everyone without a Neuralink would have one, or a journal, or something. Where'd you hear that? Well, sure, some probably do, but I'd never. Aren't you constantly forgetting stuff, then? God, you're acting like I've got dementia or something. Did you ever feel like I forgot about anything relevant you told me? Not yet? Not yet? Well, sooner or later, you probably will, won't you? True. But maybe that isn't all that bad. I just think that might be how we're supposed to live. How we used to live in the first place. Before Neuralinks became a thing, people didn't always remember everything either, you know? Yeah, of course, but I still think people back then wrote things down and stuff. Sure, not gonna argue with that, but they didn't write everything down. Not every single word they ever heard or said. Just the things they personally thought of as important. The things they didn't want to forget, no matter what. And you don't have anything like that. I just trust my brain to decide for itself. If someone tells me something and I forget about it, probably just didn't care enough. I can't recall a place I'd been to, just because I didn't take any pictures. Well, then I guess the time I spent there just didn't leave much of an impression. In other words, if I still remember something after years have passed, then I truly know that it's something that matters to me. That's how I choose to think of it, at least. I mean... I'm not sure human memory works like that. Oh, shut up. My point is, I failed the exam just because I didn't take any notes. Then the teacher should have just tried teaching something that's relevant in the first place. And with that, have fun cramming. Yeah. Thanks. Free spirit. Very charming free spirit. Oh, hi. You alright? Yeah, I mean... just nothing serious. Just finally told a couple of friends about my plans, what I want to do after school, I mean. And well, let's just say their reactions weren't quite as relaxed as yours. Perhaps not even close to it, but hey, not like I expected anything else. At least it shows that you're important to them? Sure, I know they mean well, but my god, does that make it any less tiring? I mean, do they have that little trust in me? Do they really think I haven't thought this through for years, that I don't know what I'm doing? Don't worry, you don't need to add anything constructive, I just wanted to get that off my chest. Otherwise I'd have shouted at them next week. Well, maybe I'll still do that after all. Who knows? Understandable. I don't need to work so serious. It's fine, really. In the end, they'll have to come to terms with it anyway. And And let's be real, you'd have probably reacted the same way if you weren't such a damn puss. Hey now. That's probably true. Idiot. I mean, I'm glad you're this way, that I can just talk to you without having to overthink everything, worrying about what you might think or something, so yeah, thanks for that. I mean, I I mean, I can't say I'm really a fan of just treating a dude like that, but you can read it. The way this all started out, it seemed very just friendly and kind, and reached out to the quiet kid doing something unexpected and interesting, and really playing a guitar in the world of Neuralinks and higher technology is probably what stood out the most to Sophie, as we know her now. Free-spirited, not attached to the technology, more attached to the old way of the way we used to live. So that's probably what stood out to her. That's probably what drew her to Adrian in the first place. Let's be real. And then, beyond that, Adrian's, like, pardon my French, dog shit self-esteem, which has essentially made him into an eternal doormat. Which, if I want to read this relationship as this friendship as like an actual affectionate and somewhat caring friendship, then Sophie reacting that way reads of a you should stand up for yourself more, but I don't have to watch myself around you because you don't, but you should. Yeah, thank you too. That you even talked to me in the first place and stuff, and never mind, that's all. You sure? I'm thinking too much, don't worry. I won't just say it, I'm not gonna laugh at you. At least not any more than I always do. It's just really not that important. I just once again realized how close all this is. Exams, you moving away, and no, gonna miss me, you poor little thing. Come on, it's not the end of the world. We can still meet up, you know. You won't get rid of me that easily. Yeah, sure, I know, I told you, I'm just thinking too much, alright? As long as you know. But hey, as unfounded as your worries might be, I'm glad to hear you have them. You rarely ever tell me what you think. After all this time, I still sometimes question if you really like spending time with me, or do you just lack the courage to say no? Or if you don't care either way, Hey, are you listening? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm aware that this whole social interaction thing isn't really your strong suit, but I can't see what's going on inside your head. I only know what you tell me. Okay, I think my reading was pretty close on. Because, yeah, she doesn't have to watch herself around him. Because of his disposition, but she wants him to speak his mind more. Yeah, I know. I will try my best. Okay. Yo, Adrian! Huh? Oh, hi. Well, how's it going? Okay-ish? Oh, wow, that studying really paid off, huh? Okay by my standards might be more fitting description. In that case, I don't need to worry, huh? Well, anyway, I actually wanted to ask you something. You probably aren't going to the graduation party, are you? Oh, right. No, that's a thing that's happening. Thought so, but guess what? I was asked to perform as a part of the stage program. So yeah, surprise. I agreed. Oh, cool. Sure, I'll come around. Great, that was the answer I wanted to hear. Though not even the question I meant to ask. I actually wanted to know whether you'd like to join in, perform together with me. Wait, how? What? With the guitar and stuff? No, it's a comedy duo. Obviously with the guitar and stuff, duh. I know you barely got around to playing recently, but I'd really be glad to play some music with you again. Thanks for asking and all, but I'm really out of practice. And in general, I don't know. Me? Standing on a stage? Well, I'm sure you'd more than manage. Still, I of course don't want to talk you into this or anything, so just know that the offer's there. Yeah, sure. Thank you. I'll think about it. Well then, we'll see each other, right? Yeah, of course. Did we do it? Hey, there you are. So, how'd you like it? It's great. I didn't expect you to sing so well. Sing as well, to be honest. Yeah, I thought the guitar would be a bit boring to listen to for the most. Wanted to give it a try. Just like you're still planning to do with your song. How's that going anyway? Found some time to work on it since the exams are over? Well, not really. After all this time has passed, I don't really know if I'm feeling it anymore. I kind of just think I should start from scratch at this point. I see. Bummer. Sure you don't want to at least record an instrumental version? I doubt I'm the only one who'd like it. I don't know. I'd rather not. Oh well. Definitely tell me once you got that new song done, though. If I'm not the first one to hear it, you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, sure, don't worry about it. Promise? Yeah, I promise. Good. Well then. Still need to chat with some people here, but I'm going out for drinks with a couple of friends later. You can come too if you want. Oh, well, I don't know. I think I'm just a bit exhausted right now, and going out for drinks isn't really your thing anyways. Yeah, sorry. No need to be. It was just an offer, so... You're gonna go home now? I guess so. Okay, well then, we'll keep in touch. Yeah, sure. And you know how to get a hold of me, right? Of course. Good, then. I'll see you soon. Bye. Ah, Emilia. Excuse me. Do you mind if I sit here? Oh, not at all. Is this seat taken? Oh, no. Great. Ah, lecture. May I sit here? We saw this repeated over and over again. Yeah. Ah, damn. Excuse me. Do you have a pen I can borrow? Oh, here. Thank you so much. I'll return after class, alright? Here, thanks a lot once more. Sure. Can I sit here? Yeah, of course. Nobody's sitting here, right? You guessed it. I mean, I haven't seen you talking to anyone throughout the entire semester, so... Hey, not that you're wrong, but... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you or anything, it's just... It's alright, don't worry. I know you're right. Just didn't expect anyone to notice. Well then, that's good to hear. Hey. Oh, hi. Good morning. Huh? Good morning. What's your name? Oh, Adrian. Good, I'm Emilia. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too? Hey, Adrian. Hey, Emilia. Did you remember our check? Did you remember or check the log? Check the log. What about you? Hehe, who knows? Where are you going? It's lunch break, isn't it? I'm aware, but I was wondering what you would be doing. Oh, well, I just walk around and sit down somewhere. Nothing in particular, really. You're not planning to eat anything? Maybe. I haven't really thought about it yet. I wanted to head to the cafeteria, so if you wanted to tag along... Oh, sure. So that was food? Did you not like it? Oh, no, it was fine. I just didn't really know what to say, but didn't want to stay silent either, so, don't worry. I don't mind it at all. What did it bother you? I hope you don't feel like I forced you to eat with me. No, of course not. I was hungry anyway. Why'd you ask me to come, though? Well, why not? I think it's a rather normal thing for people to do, wouldn't you say? I guess you're right. Oh, I'm glad you think. I'm glad you think so too. I honestly wasn't sure whether it was. Yeah. I see. Well, as you noticed, I don't really know anyone else here, so I don't mind the company at all. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't either. That's why I thought about talking to you in the first place. You seemed like a nice person, and like you didn't have anyone to talk to either. Just like me. Just like, really? Didn't strike me as the loner type. Managed to approach me just fine, after all. Oh, come on, that was nothing. Anyone could do something as simple as that. Anyone, huh? Well, don't you think so? I don't know. I was never really one to approach other people. It's always been that way, at school. I really had one friend who I got to know a few months before graduation, and she was the one to talk to me first, so, yeah. So, Sophie and Adrian were friends during high school, and now we're in university. He's met Emilia. Well, surprise, it wasn't all that different from me. I also only had one actual friend at school who has approached me first as well, although a couple of years earlier than in your case, I suppose. Thinking about how we first spoke makes me feel like I should give it a try as well. I should take the initiative this time, walk up to someone and talk. So, trust me, this wasn't easy for me either. I see. Maybe you're right. Maybe I should give it a try, too. You should. Either way, I take it you won't mind if we do something like this more often from now on. No, of course not. Good. So, have you tried talking to anyone? Have you? I'm already talking to you. Isn't that enough for now? If you say so. I don't know. I thought about it, and honestly, I don't really know what to talk about. I don't know how to start a conversation in a natural way, really. What's your trick? Wait, how'd you know I had a trick? Huh? You really did? I was just... Oh, I guess so. Well, just something that my friend told me. The one I mentioned before. You want to hear it? Sure. He told me to just go through my log and check in on conversations other students had around me, especially at the beginning of the semester. How they started to talk to people they didn't know at the time. Then I could just try using some of the things they did as well, until something works. Like, what? Like pretending I forgot my pen at home, for example. Wait, you didn't actually need that pen? I didn't think people usually lie about that just to have an icebreaker. Well, who knows? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But I saw that it worked for some of them, so I at least wanted to give it a try. In the end, it didn't go anywhere, so... So you asked me whether I would like to join you in the cafeteria. Precisely. So really, you don't even need to come up with anything yourself. If you got all those examples lined up, just pick one and try it out. If you want to talk to someone, and if that someone asks you a question that you're unsure how to respond to, you can quickly search it up and see what other people have replied to similar ones in the past. I see. So how was your day? Quick, Google search. Other people answered. Terrible, bad. Oh, living the dream. You don't look convinced. No, that's not it. It makes sense, definitely. And I guess I might give it a try. Well, I hope it helps. Tell me if you do. Well, did it help? Hey, Adrian. Taking care of some assignments? Hi, yeah. Math? Ew. Yeah, I agree. Why all the math hate? What did math ever do to you? Jeez, come on. Now that I think about it, I never asked what you're majoring in, did I? I assume it isn't math. It might as well be, though. Judging by the amount of time it eats up, but no. Artificial intelligence. Yes, I see. You look like someone who would study that. I do? Is that an insult? No, I just meant you kind of look like a nerd. Okay, yeah, I could have that out of the way. In that case, I guess you look like you study, yes? Fashion? Is that an insult? No, I think I just told you look pretty. What? How is that an insult? Does it mean that I look stupid? Like someone who generally wouldn't major in anything that's actually useful? What? No, I just mean that you're really, pretty. Mm-hmm. Anyway, what are you studying then? Parapsychology. Now, didn't see that one coming, did you? I did not, in fact, see that coming. Nice. I honestly didn't. Damn. That must be even tougher than AI, huh? At least it doesn't force me to go through all that many math courses, so I'm grateful for that. Now, generally, it is pretty tough, yes. Not that I'm going to complain. I chose that major after all. My father was conducting research for Neuralink. Has been doing just that ever since before I was even born. Growing up around him, I've always been wondering how the tech behind those chips work, how it influences the way I think, remember, feel, and how different it would be if I never got one implanted in the first place. How I would see the world. Anyway, sorry, I know you didn't ask for this much of an explanation, but that's why I chose to study what I do. How about you? Huh? Oh, well, I guess I kind of for the same reason. My parents both work at Art Arms, so I guess I will take over their research one day. Stuff like that. I see. That makes two of us then, I suppose. Yeah, true. Have you been around androids a lot throughout your life then? Well, yeah. We've got two at home, instead of my parents, who rarely ever stop by after work. I'm still of the mind that Evelyn and Elizabeth are androids. It's the same for me, actually. My father also owns two of them. Sometimes I feel like they have acted more like parents to me than he himself ever did. It's almost a little sad. Now that I've moved into my own apartment, I still visit them every now and then. Even if my father isn't home, I still see them more often than him. That is really sad. Huh. It also makes it interesting that... Remember Valerie reached out to him. Although I guess she had the through line of, he would have remembered her and her family from the car bomb that killed his wife and Valerie's mom. But for him to be so reclusive of his own daughter, maybe it is related to his wife dying in that car bomb. Interesting. Huh, so you got pretty close to them at least. I can't deny that. After all, for the longest time, they were the only ones who I could really turn to. Often they still are. I know how pathetic that sounds. Trust me. No, it's fine. I get where you're coming from. Just, I don't know. I could never get used to that idea. I couldn't just accept the fact that I wasn't even good enough for my parents to waste their time on me. I didn't want to substitute. Hey, come on, I'm sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to vent. Just forget about it, alright? That's the most he's vented in his entire life thus far to anyone. If you say so. If you ever want to talk about it, feel free. Yeah, sure. Like, we don't even, at least in the memories we've seen from him, we don't even know if he's discussed anything on this level with Sophia either. Good morning, Adrian. Oh, hey. You look tired. Did you not sleep well? That's fine. Just had some assignments that I needed to finish for today. So got everything done, though, so it worked out at least. Please don't overwork yourself. No, it's alright, really. Anyway, I've been thinking about some of the things you told me. About how, like, I should try talking to some other people, besides you and stuff. Oh, right, did you? No, I considered it. And you're right, I could absolutely do as you suggested. It would probably work. Then again, I'd just be copying what others both have said before me. Those wouldn't be my words, my conversations. It'd be nothing more than a collection of empty phrases and generic small talk. At that point, I could just read through my log and imagine talking to people without ever actually doing so. that would be just as productive. Really, there's no point in knowing how to approach others if I don't even have anything to talk. If I have anything I want to talk with them about. Is that how you feel? I think you're doing just fine when we talk. But that's different. You were the one to approach me. You putting in all the effort, asking questions, telling me about yourself. All I could come up with on my own was, so that was food. That's it. Great job, genius. Well, you might simply need some practice. Admittedly, I just searched my log for topics and went from there. Why don't you try doing the same? Just tell me something about yourself. I just don't think I'm all that interesting a person, to be honest. God, I can't stop relating to this man. This sad man. He just hits way too close to home for me. That doesn't matter at all. Just what did you talk about with that friend you had in school? You simply use that as a framework for now. We talked about music mostly, about playing the guitar to be more specific. Wait, you play an instrument and didn't even think that might be interesting to mention? You're aware that barely anyone does that these days, right? The thing is, I don't. Not anymore. Did at the time, but dropped it around graduation. Oh? Why is that? I sucked. Like, not just because I was a beginner, I wasn't making any progress either. Clearly, there are just some people who are cut out for that sort of thing, and some who aren't. It's as simple as that. Come on, you don't truly believe that, do you? Sure, some might struggle more than others, but as long as you put in the time, you will surely improve. Maybe you should give it another chance. No. Nah. I do sometimes get the sudden urge to pick up my guitar, but then I realize that next to my studies, I don't have time left to waste on something so pointless. Not like I was ever good at concentrating on more than one thing at a time. Pointless, huh? Is that really how you see it? I can't think of much that is more meaningful than making art. After all, no matter how many interesting thoughts or ideas you might have, only by expressing them in some fashion can you share them with those around you. If you never even end up doing that, if you keep it all to yourself, you might as well never have existed in the first place. It's part of why that's part of why I do this, to be honest. Even if I could disappear and leave, like, little to no impact on people directly around me in real life, I still hopefully left something meaningful out here in the vague ether of the internet. It's something. It's not much, but it's something. Come on, it's not like I ever knew all that much about music. You'd think in the little time I'd have to spend on songwriting, I'd be able to come up with anything unique? Something that hasn't existed before? I'd just be playing the same old chord progressions that thousands of others have before me. That's not creating anything. That's nothing to remember me for. That's not true. You know, I have a hobby as well. One that I, in all honesty, haven't gotten around to since school either. I was in my school's drama club. I participated in multiple plays. When acting, you might argue I have been doing nothing more than reciting a script I saved on my Neuralink. Oh fuck, the Neuralink would make acting, drama, play recitals so much easier. I haven't written any of it myself. I didn't create those plays. It was about more than just reading the script. It's about how I presented it, how I expressed it, how I portrayed it. Only by embodying my role in front of the people who watched me, I created the image of myself in the role I'm playing. Only when I'm acting can people perceive me as that role. I feel like there's some kind of hefty there's something hefty in this paragraph. There's something hefty in this paragraph that feels really relevant to what we're doing right now with Emilia in the present. I don't think we know enough yet to really say this is what's going on, but there's something really hefty there. There's a heavy weight in this paragraph that's Right? I guess I see what you mean. Sorry, I don't know much about acting. Well, it's not like I'm an expert on it either, but you don't always need to be in order to share your thoughts. So, you gonna pick it up again? I definitely want to. I'm just waiting for the next auditions at that university's theater to start. I see. Hey, how about we check out the play they're currently performing? The next performance should be on Thursday, if you're free that evening. Oh, I still have a lot of work to do. I'm not sure if... Well, it's not like it'll be sold out, so you can still decide spontaneously. Ah, I see. Then, sure. Sounds good. I'll try to make time for it. He's trying. Oh, there you are. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, me too. Now that I think about it, what's the play about anyway? Well, I don't know all the story, either. Of course, from what I can tell, it's about two men who are perfect doppelgangers of one another and start to switch places in different kinds of situations. Oh, so it's like comedy-focused? As far as I know, yes. Alright. Well, might be fun. I hope so. So, are you ready to head in? Sure. So what did you think? Yeah, it was pretty funny. Funny, huh? I don't really know much about acting and all, but I feel like they did a good job at least. Although pretty amazingly how they managed to make the two leads look like they really were doppelgangers. How'd they do it? Is that some kind of AR application or something? I'm pretty sure those were just twins. Twins? Oh, right. Lots of words. He's trying. Oh, right. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Absolutely didn't see that twist coming, or, well, any twist, really. Like, guess when you expect something to be a simple comedy piece, any kind of twist would surprise you, no matter how obvious. They performed the exact same play, but somebody told me it would be like some kind of psychological mystery thing. I don't know. I feel like you would have caught it right away. You know what I mean? Oh. Oh, did you not like it? I did. No, it was good. I think I still need some more time to properly process it. It reminded me of some things. I see. Twins switching places in certain scenarios with a psychological mystery twist to it. Really enjoyed attending it with you either way, so thanks for coming along. Don't need to thank me. I wanted to see it too. So you'll be heading home then, I assume? You still have got a train to catch, right? Yeah, of course. One of the downsides of living with my parents. Well, in that case, I won't keep you any longer. See you on Monday. Yeah, of course. Bye. Bye. Hey, Adrian? It's gotten pretty late already, don't you think? If you want, you can stay over at my place. I mean, I feel like I need that long to get home or anything. Of course, I was just, sure. Sure? If I'm not bothering you or anything, that would be nice. Oh, not at all. So, lead the way. They're both kind of awkward in their own way. So what happens now? Here we are. Make yourself comfortable. I'll be right there. Can I put my stuff? Just wherever you want. Don't worry about it. All right. Thanks. Place looks nice. Pretty cool how you hung up all those photos on the wall. I've never seen anything like that before. Oh, thank you. It's not nearly as original an idea as you make it out to be, though. Photo walls like this used to be pretty common ones. It's just that physical images in general have gotten rather rare these days. I guess so. Makes sense. What gave you the idea? It would be more accurate to ask who did. It was that friend from school I had mentioned. Avery is his name, by the way. He's the one who gifted me this camera in the first place. And he's on some of these photos too, like this one. Hang on, I need to dive into this log for a second. Okay, just to keep in mind, the other dude who's on the team with Sophie is named Eric. So, this friend Avery is unrelated. Like this one. I see. A pretty unique gift, huh? I agree. That's why I hold it so dear, I believe. Capturing and organizing memories in this fashion feels so personal. Whenever I look at one of those photos, I'm reminded of the day it was taken in a way that feels so much more vivid than simply reading through the corresponding entry in my log. Less factually accurate? Perhaps. But sometimes the words that were said matter less than the feelings attached to them. At least that's what I believe. Yeah. I'm sorry, that sounded incredibly pretentious, didn't it? No, not at all. I just don't really know what to add, to be honest. Sorry. I see. Well, if you don't mind, we could maybe make the use of this opportunity and take some photos of us. One for the wall, one for you. It would be a shame if we forgot about each other, wouldn't you agree? I honestly don't think that would happen either way. Is that so? Of course not. I can't just forget people that easily. Can you promise to always remember me, no matter what? Huh? Where's that coming from? So you can't? Oh no, of course. I promise. I'm glad. However, I'm not sure I can promise the same. So just in case I do end up forgetting you one day, would you mind taking those photos anyway? Oh, sure. Fine by me. Thank you. Give me a second then, I'll get the camera. Oh. I like them both a lot. Which one do you like? Oh, it's hard to say. I guess this one? Alright then, I'll keep that one, and you can have the other one. Alright? What? Okay. I simply trust your judgment more than my own. I'll decide where to put it some other time. I will need to find a good place for it. Thanks a lot for doing this with me. No need to thank me at all. You know, you're different, somehow. What do you mean? From usual. I can't really put into words, but this whole evening, you've been different from usual. Is that so? Well, I guess the play did make me feel a bit sentimental, you could say. There's something doppelganger related going on with you? Oh, yeah. I left quite an impression on you, huh? You said it reminded you of something. Do you, want to talk about it? Maybe I do. Maybe I should. Go ahead, then. Sometimes I wonder, if there was another person just like myself, would she live the same life I do? Would you make the same decisions? Feel the same feelings? What do you mean by a person that's just like yourself? So with the same DNA, born at the same time, raised under the same circumstances? So a twin? Like an identical one? Well, in a way, but also not really. Twins clearly aren't the same people, we know that. They exist, they live different lives. But why do you think that is? What leads to them being different despite the same genetic base? Their memories, I guess. Right. Even if they grew up together, no matter how close they are to one another, they cannot make up the exact same memories. Two people cannot occupy the same space at the same time. What if someone did? What if a different child was born instead? Identical bodies, surrounded by the same people. Would it experience the same events I did? Would it make the same memories? And then, would it now stand where I do? Wouldn't that just be you? But I wouldn't be here. My point of view would be occupied by a different self. Would that self be content with the way I chose to live my life? That's a lot to think about. That's what I keep wondering about. Whenever I decide not to do something, I can't help but worry about whether it would be unfair towards this hypothetical self. Would she want to do this? If she was in my position and had the chance to, would she have done this? Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting the life I've been given. Like someone else should have gotten this chance instead. I'm not sure what to say. But don't you think it's more important to focus on what you want to do instead of what someone else might have wanted to do in your position? Of course. I know that. Problem is that I barely know what it is that I want. Is there anything that I could truly make me happy? Maybe I haven't found it yet. Maybe I never will. If I only do what I know I want. Sometimes I can barely distinguish between what I want and what I only feel like I should want. There's so many things I still want to try. And do I only think I should give them a try? Like what? Well, for example, did I even want to talk to you in the first place? But I just feel like I should start socializing because everyone else does it. Do you regret it? No, not at all. Of course not. Don't worry, I like spending time with you. So then, what's something that you're still unsure about giving a try? Well... Oh. Her face begins to fade away. Did I keep my promise? I have never forgotten. Of course I haven't. Yet to this day, I remain unable to truly recall the way she looked at me that night. Throughout all of this, what was she thinking? How did it make her feel? How did my eyes reflect in hers? I don't know. Those are the things I want back most, and yet no matter how often I read these words, they will remain empty, overshadowed by what I came after. by what came after. Things I never wanted to remember, and yet I always do. Her smooth, angelic skin, this offbeat dance of flesh on flesh, the precise shape of her each and every body part. I hate all of it. I'm now floating in this void of my own creation, the weeks and months I purged from my log. I thought for a moment that it might not be as bad as it felt like in that nightmare, but I'm backtracking on my backtracking. Did doing so accomplish anything at all? Would it only ever make those memories haunt me all the more vividly? Either way, this isn't the end. After what feels like mere seconds and an eternity, at the same time, the world begins to fade back in. That is... Oh! Hey, okay, we're jumping ahead now. Let's think, let's chew on that thought a moment before we jump back to this. So when we... Adrian clearly recalled part of what happened in his nightmare. Again, I'm just working off the evidence that I have here, but which is primarily the feelings expressed in that nightmare, which very much came off as a non-consensual encounter. And really, we see how she was acting that night. Now, I can't say that she... She's very clearly, like, lacking in some degree of social awareness, of, like, social norms awareness in the same light. And this was definitely in not the greatest place there, and Adrian being okay, I'm not even gonna mince around it here. Like, there's a chance that it is more of a just regretting doing that. There's also a chance that it was not fully consensual, and Adrian purged those logs for precisely the reason that it was described earlier. Not great. Anyways, hey, Sophie, how you doing, girl? Adrian, is that you? It really is. Long time no see. Sophie? What are you doing here? Okay, this is giving me more thoughts, though. The way it was presented earlier was, Sophie was dating Emilia. Emilia had an encounter with Adrian. But now we've introduced this talk about potential doppelgangers living the same life. Is it really cheating if it's you're okay, this is getting... Let's just read on. Wow, what a warm welcome. Sorry, I was just surprised is all. It's nice to see you. Yeah, it's nice to see you too. So, again, why are you here? Who knows? Maybe to pay you a visit? Wait, what? Really? Sorry, no, honestly. completely forgot that this was the unit that you wanted to attend. Actually, I've been here a bunch of times in the meantime. What a coincidence that today's the day I'd first run into you. Uh-huh. What do you mean? I'm looking for someone. You don't happen to know an Amelia by any chance? Amelia Neiman, to be specific? Amelia? Well, can you describe what she looked like? Describing her would be one option, but how about this photo instead? A photo? Yeah, she loves taking pictures. Got an entire wall covered in them. Oh, is that so? Huh. Yeah, she definitely studies here. Haven't really seen her around in a while, though. Yeah, that's what I thought. Probably don't have any idea where she could be then. Where she could have been since then. Wait, what? Did something happen to her? I don't know. That's why I'm here. I see. I'm sorry, I have no clue. I didn't really, talk to her or anything, which probably won't surprise you, I guess. It makes sense. Especially since she's almost as quiet as you. Ugh. If you really don't know anything, I guess I'll keep asking around. No. Not really, sorry. Best of luck. I hope you find something. I hope I find her. Yeah. Hey, Adrian. You're free in the evening? I'm done here. We could sit down sometime, chat for a while. I mean, I know you're not a big fan of talking, but I am, and I'd like to talk to you. Well, yeah, I'm free. Sure. Great. So, I know I have a nice little bar nearby, just down that street on the left. You can't miss it. It has a huge sign with a crow on it, because crow bar. Yeah, creative, I know. 8 p.m.? Yeah, sure. Fine by me. Perfect then. Later. Yeah, later. And good luck. Thanks. Hey, over here. Hi. What are you so tense for? No one's gonna come up and bite you, promise. Oh, yeah, sure, I believe that. Sorry, I just don't come to places like this at all often. I'll calm down a bit, it's fine. Not all that often? So you do sometimes? No, never. Sorry, thought that would sound better. Would have been shocked if it had been any other way. Well, if you want to calm down quickly, I'd recommend getting a drink right away. But you don't drink, do you? Oh, I do. I started. Huh? For real? You're not kidding? Aren't just trying to impress me for anything as stupid as that? No? Why? Well, then that's even better. I'd have almost offered to pay for you, but since you've already gotten into it all by yourself, I guess there's no reason to. Now that I think about it. Yeah, dummy. Do the usual, please. What's the usual? Nothing special. You'll see. Well, thanks anyway. Huh? I just told you that you'd have to pay for it yourself, didn't I? Yes, of course. I meant for ordering. Oh, not for that. I'm just trying to get you drunk. Maybe you'll even start talking then. We'll see about that. Looking forward to it. Well, until then, I guess I owe you an explanation for earlier. I mean, I wouldn't say you owe me anything, but I guess I'm curious, yeah. I thought so. Alright then, I guess I'll start from the beginning. You finished school, I still kept in touch with some of my friends back then. Not anymore. Roughly 2 years ago, a girl from my class, damn, I slipped my mind. Was it Vanessa? Might have been. Let's go with that. Anyway, she invited me to a play she was performing in as part of her uni's theater. And surprise, her uni is this one. Yeah, that's why I've been here a number of times already. I just kept coming back to see more plays. Not because of Vanessa, though, but Leah. Leah? Oh, yeah, sorry, that's what I call Emilia. So, guess she's a member of the theater. Yeah, that's right. Did you ever go to see any of their plays? No, I don't think so. You don't think so? Oh, yeah, I did. Thought so. Huh. He's telling a lie. And the Amelia we met... Unless a massive amount of time passed and Amelia then proceeded to join the theater club. And that feels odd and unlikely. Although, which is weird because the memory of going to see the play with Amelia and everything up to then is still in his logs. Not purge them. Also, to be honest, I only accepted that girl's invitation out of politeness. I came because I didn't want to hurt her feelings. Theater wasn't even really my thing at all. But yeah, I was there. And somehow it was my thing after all. It was stunning. And it was over. Everyone left the stage, surrounded right away, swarmed by friends and family. Showered with compliments and bombarded with questions. I talked to Vanessa for a bit, told her how great it was. She was alright. Then I went to see Leah. Barely anyone talked to her. I mean, her role wasn't all that important either. The protagonist's sister. So more to characterize the main character than to exist in her own right. But she did great. Really. And that also feels more that also feels like a significant line. Served more to characterize the main character than to exist in her own right. And she was stunningly beautiful. The prettiest person I've ever seen, that I ever will see. Yeah, did you already drink before I arrived? Oh, fuck you. You're the last one I want to make fun of me. Anyway, can't put it any other way. I'm sure her performance was great, too. I mean, I don't know. Not like I know anything about that whole acting thing. I just know that I absolutely need to talk to her afterwards, and that's what I did. I asked her if she had any plans for the night. She didn't. I didn't know my way around the area, neither did she, despite being a student here, despite living here. Just walked down the street and ended up in this bar. Well, that's why you wanted to come here? Well, it's the only place I know in the area, yeah. We come here constantly, after all of her performances since. And then, gradually, after more and more of her rehearsals as well. She never has any plans. She just doesn't have any friends here. She attends the theater rehearsals, plays her part, and leaves. I don't know. She always reminds me of you sometimes. Is that so? Well, did you make any friends since we last met? Any competition I gotta worry about? I guess not. Damn, really? Nobody? This entire time? Not really, no. It's fine. It's like fine and all. Plenty busy with keeping up with my courses anyway. Well, that part hasn't changed, huh? Guess it means you haven't ever gotten back into music either. You remember? What? What do you mean you remember? The fact that you got me into playing guitar in the first place? Are you fucking stupid? Of course I do. What kind of question is that? That means you're still playing. Sure am. And not gonna drop it anytime soon. I've been putting out my own stuff for a while. Finally got my first full-length album done earlier this year. Whoa. Damn, girl. Impressive. Damn. That sounds cool. So is that, like, your job, or just... I wish. Helping out a friend's store to get by for now. But eventually... Well, one can dream. Huh. Money's something you'll never have to worry about once you get your degree. Is that right? What are you majoring in again? Math? Computer science? Yeah, something like that. There was distance in that reply. Sounds icky either way. Well, not my life. As long as you're happy. Yeah. You just not sound happy. Really, though? That's all you've been doing? Never thought of picking up the guitar again or something? Writing something? No, not really. I haven't touched my guitar a single time since we last met. Well, maybe to put it in a corner or something. But not like, you know. Shame. Well, not like I can force you. Yeah, sorry. It's just like a lot. Next to uni and all. Why are you apologizing? It's your life, idiot. Sure, of course. You're right. I don't know. Felt like I needed to. And again, I guess, well, you wouldn't remember anyway. Hey, my memory isn't all that bad. Come on, what is it? At least I didn't break my promise yet. You know, last we spoke. Promised you'd be the first to hear any new song I'd come up with. Did you, huh? Oh well, guess I lied. My memory sucks after all. Nah, it's fine. Much better than mine would be if I didn't have my log. Really though, I'd be happier if you just broke it. If you'd just broken it. I see. As blunt as she was, she still wants him to be free and speak his mind and live his best life. He's blunt, a little crass, but she still, somewhere deep down, wants him to free himself from the weight of himself shackling him down. Did that sentence make any sense whatsoever? have I truly ever seen anything at all? No, even after all this time, my eyes remain closed. I'm so pathetic. I kept reading all those conversations over and over, and I never noticed what they meant, what her words were trying to tell me in that moment. Sophie only ever wanted me to stop worrying so much about what other people might think or expect of me, what she might have thought of her, what she might have thought or expected of me. Why'd she start talking to me in the first place? Out of pity? Because she realized I spent all my breaks alone? Of course not. You saw me that day, playing guitar, and liked my song. And how basic it was, no matter how many mistakes I made. She heard that and wanted to talk to me about it. Sure, she wanted to make music as well, and she did. But more importantly, she wanted to listen to me making music. And then she wanted us to make music, together. That's why it broke her heart when she realized that I gave up on it. Even more so when she realized that I might never return to it. Should I die in here? The chance of that ever happening will finally reach 0. That's the last thing she would have ever wanted. I guess I'll have to face the truth. What she would have wanted is for me to try and do whatever I possibly can to survive. No, not just survive. She would have wanted me to live. That's precisely what I'm going to do. Oh! I'll have to stop worrying about what might happen to her if I do. Sometimes, that's okay.